On today's episode of Outer Heaven Tactical, we'll be taking a look at 3 different barrel bushing compensators for the 1911, a single port, a dual port, and a big boy triple port. These are all American made out of steel, and you can get them at Ray's Surplus, which I will leave a link in the description for if anybody would be interested in these. So please sit back and enjoy the ride, because it might get a little bumpy. That's what we got guns for.
Alrighty folks, so let's take a little closer look at the compensators from Ray's Surplus. This is my Para Elite Pro 1911. Safety check. Empty. Okay. So, I'd read a lot on Reddit and everything like that, and other YouTube stuff that barrel bushing compensators don't really work that well for a 1911. So I was curious and decided to get one myself, and went onto eBay and decided to give one of these a try. So I bought this one. This is the single port compensator from Ray's Surplus. It is barrel bushing style, and it's just this one large, almost like a chuck port, one large open port. And he sells these are stainless steel, and he sells these for $24.95. So I went ahead and picked that up, and I was pleasantly surprised at the recoil mitigation of it. It definitely reduced muzzle rise, and even a little bit of the felt recoil in the hand, and it was definitely functional for sure. As you can see, it's just a traditional barrel bushing. Really, it works the same way, it installs the same way. And then, like I said, just that big port, and then it does have an edge on the inside here to make sure that the barrel fitment is nice and tight while the action cycling. And all 3 of these fit my 1911 perfectly, just tight enough that it was no wiggle room really or anything like that. So it was nice and on there, nice and tight and good. But like I said, with just enough area so that I didn't have to shave anything down or modify it in any way. So this is the dual port that he makes for $26.95. So all of these are, if you're looking for something to help with the muzzle rise just a little bit on your 1911, these are a great choice. They are cheap. They're not going to break your bank or anything like that, and they are well made, well machined. Like I said, they are all steel. The dual port and the tri-port are both available in stainless steel. I didn't see the single port in stainless steel, but I could be wrong about that. And then he has the big boy 3-port. 3 very large ports on there, and it is the same style with the barrel bushing. So they install just the same way as you would any other. Shazam. Nice and smooth. Yep, goes right through the barrel. Looks pretty good. I really like the looks of all 3 of them really, but these ones are nice and slim, compact. You can still put this in a holster, no problem. You can see the big large port there. Overall, that looks pretty cool to me. I don't know about y'all. And here is the dual port. It is the shortest of the 3, which is nice. But to be honest, I do believe that the single port compensates more because of that big old chuck opening. But this one's nice because it is like a little shorter, so it is definitely probably easier with drawing and such like that. And it just doesn't add so much there. It's not as quite as gaudy as like one of these or anything like that. So it's very sleek and doesn't really get in the way or anything like that. It's not like snaggy. It's just, it's not weird looking or anything like that. But yeah, good actions, nice and tight on the barrel on the inside. Can't really see there, but it is nice and tight against the barrel, so it's not allowing too much gas to go around the side of the bullet. And it definitely works just like the last one, or just like the other two. It's not like, you know, not as much as like a threaded compensator would be looked with a threaded barrel, but it does actually still work though, and you will see that in the slow motion footage. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the 3-port on, and just like that, magic. So definitely, obviously the biggest of the three, but this one definitely, obviously mitigated the most out of the three. And these, like I said, are available in stainless and just regular steel, and they are $39.95. So together, all three are not going to break the bank, and in fact, all three of them together cost less than some other compensators on the market, thread-on compensators for other guns. So definitely not breaking the bank or anything like that. And this one definitely worked the best. Putting this one on and taking it off is a little different. Only because of the way the spring plug notches are on here on this side. And what I had to do was insert the spring in the plug first and get it, push it down all the way, and then put this on. And then to get it off, you really have to push that spring plug down further. Now, he does include a different spring plug with this, but it is for a GI length guide rod, and I am running a full length 1/4 inch with my flat wire recoil spring. So I could not put this on first and then do that. Just wouldn't work right, because the little fins right here on the bottom of this. So in order to take it off, I had to really push that plug down in here a little bit to get that to disengage so that I could turn it. But this one did definitely work pretty well, and even for its size, it's still, you know, it's still not that bad. You know, I had no problems drawing it out of my holster, which is a Blackhawk retention holster. But definitely a pretty good design, and good shout out to Ray Surplus for supplying me with the dual port and the tri port. After I emailed him saying, "Hey, thank you. The single port surprised me quite a bit with the function and the performance," and I was so happy with it. I asked him if if he might want to send me a couple or help me out with some more to do reviews, because there's nothing really like that on YouTube, not too many anyway, and nothing of any substantialness like this, or with any comparisons and such. So. But we'll go ahead and we'll get down to the. He also did supply me with these grip screws, which are very nice. They really accent the gun very nicely. They're black with like 5 dimples all the way around. I know. Yeah, there you go. You can see that. They're definitely really good. So he makes a bunch of different 1911 parts, and there's all kinds of other stuff too. There is a link down below in the description to his eBay store if you would like to go check it out. And thanks again, Ray. And we'll go ahead and get to that range footage. I will be running my Para 1911 Elite Pro with a full-length EGW 1/4 inch steel guide rod with a 17-pound flat wire recoil spring. Just to let y'all know about that. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and get to that range footage now. Enjoy. on the range here. We are currently using the triple port, the big boy, on the 1911. We'll go ahead and run some drills and stuff. Yeah, it definitely helps the recoil quite a bit. Accuracy seems to be retained just fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely less recoil. For shizzle my nizzle. If you guys like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe, because I appreciate it. Makes the world go round. 2A, Second Amendment is very important in our Constitution. There's very important reasons why that was put there. And those reasons have a lot to do with today now. So just remember that, folks. For all you whatever side you're on, you fucking liberals and all that bullshit, fucking, that's all that, all those words are just separation. Just separating us from, you know, each other, making us different and making us quarrel over it. So just remember that. All right, let's do another mag here with the triple port, and then we're going to move over to the double. Double tap. Alrighty, yeah, that definitely mitigates recoil nicely. All right, we're gonna move on over to the double port now. Running the dual port now. And do a 2 reload. Failure to feed. I've been having some troubles with my Chip McCormick mag on that last round. Yeah, spring's broken. Spring's broken, that's why. Alrighty. Dual port definitely helps with the recoil too. Fumble. Alrighty. Oh, there's the dually. Pretty nice, yeah. So yeah, they're definitely working, and you know, they have a decent fit against the barrel, so it's not allowing too much gas to go around the bullet too much, you know. So it's definitely directing gasward up and keeping that muzzle down. It's not a you know, it's not a super amount like a threaded barrel one would be, but it's definitely working. All right, now we're gonna go over to the single port now. All right, so here's the single port comp. I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm just gonna test for accuracy on this one, and just run 5 shots and see how well it groups.
Don't worry about this little C shut on the left. That was my trigger finger for sure. But yeah, so the accuracy is still pretty retained pretty well. The barrel bushing is not affecting that at all. In fact, it's keeping it pretty well, which is a good thing. So I definitely recommend all three of them. And let's see what we got going on here. Alrighty. And they are relatively cheap as well, so they're not going to break your bank if you're just looking to fucking try one out and whatnot. All right, we're gonna run a couple more rounds here out of the single port, and then the final credits. Man, that single port I think actually works better than the double port one. But obviously the triple port is going to work the best. The great thing about the single and the double port though is their size. You know, they're not too much of an extension, not too gaudy or anything like that. The triple port's obviously a little bigger, but it does mitigate the recoil quite a bit more. So, these would be better if you daily carry with a 1911 or something like that. I definitely recommend this single port. And like I said, I paid about $24 off of eBay for this. Shout out to Ray's Surplus for sending me the dual and the triple port. Y'all can find his website on eBay. And he's also got other stuff like vintage World War II parts and all kinds of 1911 parts. He did also send me these really nice grip screws that are really clean, very nice design. And I'll leave a link below in the description if anybody wants to go check his stuff out. And I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's not going to break your bank or anything like that. The single port and the dual port are $24 and $26, I believe. And I believe the big boy triple port is somewhere in $39, $40. But like I said, you can click on the link below in the description and you can find his website and or his eBay store and support him. So appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a good day.